people, same city, same job, same $60,000 salary. 10 years later, one of them has $180,000 invested, a growing net worth, and genuine options in life. The other has a nicer car, a bigger TV, and $1,200 in a savings account. Same income, completely different outcome. And here's what nobody tells you: the difference wasn't luck. It wasn't a side hustle. It wasn't crypto. It wasn't even a promotion. It was 5 habits. That's it. Not 5 complicated strategies. Not 5 things that require a finance degree or a 6-figure salary to understand. 5 habits that one person practiced almost automatically and the other person never learned existed. By the end of this video, you are going to know exactly what those 5 habits are, why they work, and most importantly, how to actually start building them today, even if you're starting from zero. Let's get into it. Habit 1. They pay themselves first. Habit number 1. And honestly, this one alone, if you did nothing else, would change your financial life. Wealthy people don't save what's left over after spending. They spend what's left over after saving. Read that again if you need to, because it sounds like a small distinction, but it is everything. Here's how most people handle money. Payday arrives, rent goes out, bills get paid, groceries, subscriptions, a dinner out, maybe a few things online, and then at the end of the month, whatever's left over, if anything, gets saved. And here's what nobody tells you: there is almost never anything left over, because spending will always expand to fill the money available. It's not a discipline problem. It's just how human psychology works when money is sitting in front of us. Wealth builders flip the sequence entirely. The moment money arrives, a fixed percentage leaves automatically into investments, into savings, into a separate account, before the rent, before the groceries, before anything, and then they live on what remains. This is called paying yourself first, and the key word is automatically. Not, I'll try to save this month. Not, I'll transfer it when I remember. A standing order, a scheduled transfer, set up once and it just happens. Someone saving $300 a month automatically, every month for 10 years, invested at an average 7% return. That becomes just over $49,000. Not because they were disciplined every day, because they made one decision once and the system did the rest. The people who just earn, they intend to save. Wealth builders make it impossible not to. Start with whatever you can. 5%, 10%. Even $50 a month matters more than zero. The amount is not the point yet. The habit is the point. Habit 2. They know their numbers. This is the one most people avoid because it feels uncomfortable. Wealthy people know their exact financial position at all times. They know their net worth. They know their monthly cash flow. They know what they own and what they owe. People who just earn, most of them genuinely don't know how much they spend in a month. They have a rough idea, but the actual number, category by category, they couldn't tell you. You cannot improve a number you are not looking at. You cannot make better decisions with information you don't have. Avoiding your finances doesn't protect you from them. It just means they're shaping your life without your input. There's a well-documented pattern in behavioral economics called the ostrich effect, the tendency to avoid information that might be negative or uncomfortable. And when it comes to money, most people are absolute experts at it. Knowing your numbers doesn't have to be complicated. Net worth, everything you own that has value minus everything you owe. That single number is your real financial position, not your salary, not your job title. Cash flow, what comes in each month versus what goes out, broken into real categories. Not a rough estimate, the actual number. Wealthy people review this regularly, some weekly, most monthly. They treat their personal finances like a business treats its accounts because that's exactly what it is. Once you know your numbers, something shifts. Spending decisions feel different. You start to see patterns, subscriptions you forgot about, categories that are quietly draining you. A $15 monthly charge you've had for 2 years for an app you haven't opened once. That's $360. Multiply that across 5 forgotten subscriptions, and you're looking at real money being lost to pure inattention. Knowledge doesn't restrict your life, it gives you control over it. Habit 3. They make money work while they sleep. Habit 3. This is the one that genuinely changes the math. People who just earn trade time for money. Every dollar they have came from hours they worked. If they stop working, the dollars stop arriving. Wealth builders do that too, but they also have money working independently of their time. This is investing. And here's the truth you need to know. It is not complicated. It is not just for rich people, and it is not as risky as most people believe when you do it the right way. The fundamental principle is this: money that is invested grows, not because of magic, because of compound growth. Your returns generate their own returns. And over time, that process accelerates. $200 a month invested for 30 years at 7% average annual returns doesn't grow to $72,000. It grows to over $227,000. The extra $155,000 is pure compound growth, money making money, without you doing a single thing extra. And here's what most people miss. You do not need to pick stocks. You do not need to follow the market every day. You do not need to know what a P/E ratio is. Index funds, funds that simply track the overall market, have outperformed the majority of actively managed funds over the long term. The strategy is almost embarrassingly simple. Put money in consistently, leave it alone, let time do its work. Wealth builders start this as early as possible because in investing, time is the single most powerful variable. A 25-year-old investing $200 a month will accumulate significantly more than a 35-year-old investing $400 a month, even though the 35-year-old is putting in more money. Because the 25-year-old had 10 extra years of compounding. The best time to start was 10 years ago. The second best time is today. Habit 4. They protect what they build. This is the habit that most people only think about after they needed it and didn't have it. Building wealth is important. Protecting it is equally important. And the two tools wealth builders use for this are not complicated, but they are consistently overlooked. The first, an emergency fund. Not a savings account you dip into for things that aren't emergencies. A dedicated, separate, untouched reserve, 3 to 6 months of living expenses that exists for one reason only, so that when life happens, and it will, you are not forced to go into debt, liquidate your investments, or derail everything you've been building. A financial emergency doesn't just cost you the amount of the emergency, it costs you the momentum you lose. If something unexpected wipes out $4,000 and you have to put it on a credit card at 22% interest, you're now paying off that debt instead of building wealth. You've gone backwards. The emergency fund is the buffer between your life and your financial plan. Without it, one bad month can reset months or years of progress. The second protection tool, insurance. Health, income protection, renters, or home insurance depending on your situation. Wealth builders don't see insurance as an expense. They see it as the cost of not starting over. One medical bill without coverage. One car accident. One period of unexpected unemployment without an income protection policy. Any of these can be genuinely catastrophic to a financial plan in a way that no amount of good investing can easily recover. Protect the foundation first, then build on top of it. Habit 5. They invest in themselves. This is the habit that multiplies everything else. The greatest investment you will ever make is in your own earning capacity, skills, and knowledge. Here's the maths on it. A $500 course that helps you earn an extra $5,000 a year has a 1,000% return. A book that shifts your understanding of money or your industry or your communication skills costs $15 and could be worth thousands over a career. And here's what nobody tells you. The gap between what you currently earn and what you are capable of earning is almost entirely a knowledge and skills gap, not a luck gap, not a connections gap. Those things matter, but they follow from capability. Wealth builders read, they take courses, they find mentors, They go into their industry with genuine depth and curiosity, not just enough to do the job, but enough to become the person who gets promoted, gets the opportunity, gets the referral. They also invest in financial knowledge specifically, not to become experts, but to become literate, to understand how taxes work in their favor, to understand what fees they're paying on their investments and whether those fees are worth it, to understand the difference between good debt and bad debt. Financial illiteracy is expensive, not in a dramatic, obvious way, in the quiet, invisible way, paying more than necessary, missing opportunities that were right there, making decisions based on incomplete understanding, reading one personal finance book, spending 20 minutes a week learning about investing, following one educator in this space. These are not major life commitments, but the compounding effect on your financial decisions over 10, 20, 30 years is enormous. The fifth habit isn't about money directly. It's about becoming the kind of person whose relationship with money keeps improving. So here's the full picture. Habit 1. Pay yourself first. Automate it. Make wealth building the default, not the intention. Habit 2. Know your numbers. Net worth, cash flow. Look at them regularly. You can't improve what you won't measure. Habit 3. Make money work while you sleep. Start investing, even small amounts, and give compound growth the one thing it needs: time. Habit 4. Protect what you build. Emergency fund, insurance, the buffer that means one bad event doesn't reset everything. Habit 5. Invest in yourself, your skills, your earning capacity, your financial knowledge. This is the multiplier on everything else. None of these habits require a high income to start. They require a decision. A small, specific, actionable decision that you make today, not when the timing is better. Because here's the truth about timing. The people who are waiting for the right moment to start are the same people who, 10 years from now, are still waiting. The people who are building wealth right now, they started before they were ready. They started small, they started messy, and they trusted that consistency would do the work that motivation never could. You came into this video knowing the result. 2 people, same income, different outcomes. Now you know the reason. The habits were never secret. They were never locked behind a wealth manager or an expensive advisor or a family with money. They were always available, they just weren't taught. You know them now. That changes things. The only question left is which of these 5 you're starting with this week. Tell me in the comments section. If this gave you something useful, hit subscribe button. Share this video to someone who needs it. See you in our next video.